viel.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to be here today, especially to open the bridge, the first Israel-Australia Investment Summit. I'm especially proud to be here as this is the first of several investment summits and conferences that the Israeli Ministry of Economy, through Invest in Israel, our foreign investment promotion unit, and our commercial representative abroad is organizing. Following this summit, we will have investment events in London, in Beijing, and in New York during the next several months. And we are planning to do that more during 2016, in later months in 2016. As you probably heard, Israel is a global hub for innovation with many world-changing technologies and products that affect our daily lives. We see, for example, in the water sector, where Israel is a world leader in seawater desalination and water reuse. In agriculture, Israeli inventions include drip irrigation back in 1965 and many, many new developments since. We have numerous examples of innovative breakthrough technologies developed in Israel in sectors like healthcare and life science, cybersecurity, internet, and more. We can even find innovation in sectors that may not be the first that come to mind when thinking of Israel. The automotive industry, for example, where we have close to 300 advanced technology companies or smart manufacturing, which is one of the sectors that the Ministry of Economy is promoting. Israel hosts around 300 multinational companies, most of which through R&D centers. We are very appreciative of this vote of confidence in the Israeli talent and capabilities, but we want more. We believe that Israel can and should be more than just an R&D destination. Israel can also be an attractive investment destination for companies involved in services, marketing, and even manufacturing. We have the know-how, we have the people, and we have the government support to make that happen. But we need you, the multinationals, the foreign companies, and investors to work with us and make this a reality. We have a strong and resilient economy, seeing consecutive years of significant GDP growth above the OECD and the US. Our 5% unemployment rate is among the world's lowest, and despite the regional geopolitical challenges, the Israeli economy has been identified as one of the most secure and healthiest in the world. During this summit, you will be able to meet some of Israel's most innovative companies, talk to leading Israeli business people, and hear about the current business and investments environment between Australia and Israel. I believe that in the end of the day, you will also have a better understanding of the potential for business and investments cooperation between the two countries. As investments comes in many ways and forms, I'm glad to see that the Israeli water purification technology company, MFC, is planning a backdoor listing at the Australian Stock Exchange these days to become the third Israeli company listed in Australia and the first Israeli cleantech company to do so. This news, together with growing numbers of transactions between Australia and Israel, shows the diversity of cooperation and the future potential between our economies. I can assure you that I, along with a representative of the Israeli Ministry of Economy in Australia and Israel, are at your service. We will support your activities and will provide you with all the information, assistance, and government incentives and support tools to make sure that you have a good and successful experience in Israel. I would like to thank our gracious host, Telstra, that provided us with this beautiful venue and assisted us in organizing this summit. And of course, Ms. Etty Levy, our Trade Commissioner to Australia, and her team, who initiated and organized this day. I wish you all a very successful and productive day, and I look forward to seeing you in Israel. Thank you very much.
A recent visitor to Israel is Telstra's CTO, Mr. Vish Nandlal. Today wouldn't have been possible without the tremendous support of Telstra. Please welcome to address us, having recently successfully cleared customs in Tel Aviv, Vish.